now I'd like to introduce the next comedian. His name is Nick Morgan. Please give your hands together.
Holy shit, keep it going for Andy, everybody, huh? For everybody you've seen tonight. So we got a lot of people drinking here on a school night tonight. That's good. That's good. I'm a big drinker. I love to drink. I didn't really realize how much I enjoyed it until I ran into a friend a few days ago. He's an attorney, and he gave me his business card. And on the back of it, he's got a chart that lays out how many drinks you can have before you're over the legal limit to drive, kind of based on the duration you've spent drinking and how much you weigh. And I remember looking at it, and the first thing that ran through my head was, damn, I need to get fatter. Everybody having a good summer other than the heat recently? It's been a good summer? Good, good, good. I probably should have cleared this up when I got up here. It's a summer, and you look at me, you're probably connecting the dots. You're like, I know this guy. Yep, I'm the fat kid you grew up with that wore a t-shirt in the swimming pool. That was me. That was me. And I remember telling kids that I did it because I didn't want to get sunburned. But I think everybody knew I did it so kids wouldn't wander over from the kiddie pool and start suckling my teats. Because I had these teats. I was 8. You don't have man boobs at 8. You have teats. I don't know if you've ever seen a t-shirt when it gets wet, but this is pretty counterproductive, all right? It tends to accentuate the teat rather than disguise the teat. Man, they put you right up on our nutsack here, don't they? Man. Just be thankful I didn't wear my Umbros tonight. Right? I used to work at an accounting firm. I spent the first 4 years out of college working as an accountant. The last person I told that to was like, you know what, Nick? You kind of look like an accountant. To which I said, yes, I not only look like one, but I fuck like one too. It does involve a green visor. I've got a calendar on my desk at work now where I'm at, and it's kind of a motivational calendar, just words of wisdom, things to live by. And last week, one of the days, it had this little gem that said, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So I showed up the next day wearing only a condom. Which I have a leather seat, so it was pretty gross. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I still weigh myself like once a week. I don't know why, just to keep my pride in check, I guess. I'm not really sure why. And the numbers at this point have just kind of lost all meaning to me. I think a scale would be so much more effective if you could record the voice of your father on it, expressing his disappointment in you. I just don't know how we're going to tell your mother. Oh, and your brothers? Yeah, they weren't lying. You are adopted. Damn scale, why didn't you give me more hugs? I'm projecting my feelings of my father on the scale. That's what just happened. I used to live in Chicago, and one of the first things, yeah, we got people from or have heard of it. Yeah? Okay. I know that place! It's the Toledo of the West, right? Yeah. I used to live in Chicago, and one of the first things I noticed was the bigger a city gets, the less subtle the gay bar names are. This is absolutely true. There's a bar in Chicago called The Manhole. That's a real place, which you obviously know what it is, and I can't imagine, even if you're gay, that is appealing in any way. Like, I couldn't imagine getting excited to go to a strip club called the Birth Canal. Now, the opposite end of that spectrum, of course, is in South Bend, Indiana, where the most popular gay bar is. And you don't want to out yourself, okay? I know the shirt's salmon, not pink. I know. The most popular gay bar in South Bend, Indiana, a city of about 100,000 people, is a place called the Irish Hound, which is very subtle. It kind of brings to attention the mascot of the local university. Very easily could be a place where men sit around, drink whiskey, and smoke pipes, right? Turns out it's not. It's a place where men sit around, drink Cosmos, and smoke each other's pipes. As it turns out. And you're probably wondering, hey Nick, you know a lot about gay bar names. I turned 32 this summer. No applause. It's a miracle I made it this far. No love, 32, nothing. Thank you. I've got the heart of an 80-year-old that smokes cigarettes wrapped in bacon, okay? It's a miracle. Turned 32, and you know what that means? Nothing. Nothing at all. I don't even know why we celebrate birthdays after like 27. You know, because at 16 you can drive, at 18 you can vote, at 21 you can drink, and at 27 I finally moved out of my parents' house. I have found there are a couple new things you can do at age 32. First of which is get really sore after sitting down for too long. Which is weird. And the other thing is, and God, I hate myself for it, but I found myself starting to say this. Hey, remember when we were growing up? Like, hey, remember when we were growing up and you could have peanuts around without worrying that some kid was going to die? It seems like you can't swing a life-size Mr. Peanut in a circle without knocking down some kid who's allergic to him. See, my history buffs are at. Who remembers George Washington Carver, huh? By raising the roof. Show it by raising the roof. Okay. George Washington Carver lived a few hundred years ago, and he's famous for inventing uses for the peanut. Came up with like 200 of them. I can't imagine he was sitting around one night like, peanut butter, peanut oil, child killer. There's another one I say too. Hey, remember when we were young and growing up, and to like consider somebody your friend, you had to like hang out with them or talk to them every once in a while? Now it's as easy as just clicking an accept button, right, on Facebook. It's like, I've got 200 friends. No, you don't, all right? You've got like 6, all right? Those people on Facebook are not your real friends. You want to find out who your real friends are? Shit your pants at a party. All right, you'll find out real quick. Hey, Nick, how do you know? Because I've done it. And by party, I mean Pizza Hut. This is absolutely a true story. It was March of 1995. I was 15 years old. And if you'll remember, and I'd like to think that you do, the stuffed crust pizza had just been introduced. So me and my 2 buddies, 2 of my best friends, went up to the Pizza Hut up at like Monroe and Talmadge, across from what used to be Franklin Park Mall. Now, why is it important which Pizza Hut it was? Let me ask you this. Do you guys remember that Pizza Hut? It used to be across from the wall? Now, ask yourself this. Did I eat there after March of 1995? Because if you did, and you sat in the booth, there's like a 1 in 16 chance you sat in the same spot I pooped. So we got there, we had ordered, we made some small talk, and that's when things started to go a little afoot in this region, all right? Now I wanted to clear as much space as I could for the stuffed crust pizza. And thinking it was only gas, I went in for a very aggressive fart. I mean a booth rumbler, you know? I really went for it. Oops! Now, I made a series of mistakes that day, the first of which was shitting my pants. The second of which, I wish I could say I sharted. There was no fart, it was shit, man. The second mistake I made was not getting up immediately and going to the bathroom. All right, and it is not because I didn't think I'd drawn mud, because I did. It was because I didn't want my 2 buddies to try the pizza before I did. I was so excited for it. So I toughed it out for like 1 slice. And at that point, I'm just like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I got something in my teeth. And so I casually sauntered to the bathroom to check out the carnage, and it was unpleasant. It looked like Indian food. But it smelled like Indian food. So at that point, I don't know what to do, so I head back to the table. I don't sit down. I say, box it up, we gotta go. And they're like, what happened? I shit myself. So I headed for the door, and it was right when I hit the door, when it hit them, and I just heard this laughter burst out, much like the feces had burst into my pants. And to this day, those two guys are two of my best friends. And those are real friends. Those friends are, yeah, give a round of applause for those friends you know, right? Those are the friends that were there for your most embarrassing moment, and they will never let you forget about it. Sometimes they joke around, they're like, hey Nick, we should go back to Pizza Hut just for old time's sake. Now, in case you haven't noticed, Pizza Hut, most Pizza Huts are in the same, they share space with Taco Bell now. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the place I shit myself, where now I can get questionable, cheap Mexican food. Terrible idea. Guys, you've been so much fun. My name is Nick Morgan. Enjoy the rest of the night. And please welcome to the stage and keeping off our very funny woman, Jamar Go Brody.